Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to straighten this horseshoe out. I'm going to keep the sides back up and straighten those out as well. Is we're going to do a set down on each end to make basically the hinge pins for the hinge. Alright, so that's one hinge pin done. And so we'll do the same thing to the other side. Alright, so now we got both hinge pins forged. Start bending it back here. Heat it back up and continue bending it. You want to make sure it's level across here, and I'm going to bring this side down just a little bit. That's pretty good. So we're just going to bend these hinge pins down a little bit. You'll see why at the end, but it makes the hinge, if you don't do this, the hinge won't sit flat. Alright, so now we're ready to forge the other side of the hinge. Alright, so this is the second half of the hinge. We're not going to straighten the whole thing, we're just going to straighten part of it here. Alright, so this is going to be the material we curl around the barrel of the hinge, so we do that to the next time. right now. It comes important to fit them together. As you can see, this one is a little wide, so I need to adjust that in so it fits in between this one here. Alright, so this one is still a little wide, but I don't want to bring it in anymore, so I'm going to adjust this one out a little bit. That's good. I'm going to file this inside a little bit on this again. And then we'll be ready to start rolling the barrel and put the hinge together. Yeah, so when I first started making these, I fought with trying, but using the vise and a little chisel or a little top tool to tuck that in there makes it so much easier than trying to just do it by the anvil. But yeah, that's a little trick I learned from experience figuring it out. That's a free one for you. Alright, so you can see there's a little bit of play back and forth here, so not a huge deal, but I'm going to use a horn anvil, spread this side out here a little bit, just take up a little bit of that slop. Give it a couple light taps, make sure I haven't tightened it too much. And I'm going to give it one more tap here. Alright, so you can see here why we need to do that, turn the pins up some, because if it was flat, the hinge, this hinge would be angled up instead of sitting, it wouldn't sit flat against what you're going to mount it on. So it's got to come up a little bit to meet the barrel there. So. Alright, so you can see there's like a little bit of stiffness right there. So that's an easy fix. We just heat this up, and as it starts to cool some, you just keep moving that back and forth, and that's called easing the joint. So let's do that. Back and forth there while it's hot, it's already nice and smooth. Alright, so we're going to put it back in the fire, and then I'm going to heat it up, and we'll hot dip it in the oil, and then I'll put a protective coating on it. Alright, so I'm just going to dip it in the water here to cool it off. so one horseshoe hinge complete. So I got a few more of these to make for a customer. But this isn't just a hobby for me, this is a full-time job. So if you like what I do and you'd like to support my channel, a couple things you can do for me that doesn't cost you a dime. You can give me a thumbs up and comment below. If you got any questions, I'd love to be able to help you out. And it'd be absolutely fantastic if you subscribed and or shared. But if you'd like to contribute monetarily, you can head over to refinersforge.com and purchase one of my items over there. So we got a bunch of stuff over there that you can peruse through and check out. If you'd like to help me out that way, you can order something from me. And I do complete custom work as well, so shoot me an email and I can talk to you about a special project you'd like to do.